All right. Already. A bit of sad news. As usual, like every week, man, we got some sad news. But Roy Jones Jr., the third son of boxing man Roy Jones, committed suicide.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah. Boy, you never know. That just goes to show you, boy. Now, if I didn't kill myself on the little money my daddy had,
it's a delicate subject, but in that respect, when you see and the numbers are up, there's a whole hotline now. They tell you got to call 811 or something like that if you want to, there's
811, not 911.
Not 911, 811. You want somebody to talk you off the ledge. There's a process for that. But as black people, how we deal with mental health is kind of evasive. So,
because we ain't had all these problems until lately. Black people ain't been crazy until lately. That shit just happened lately.
Now let me ask you this: Have we not been?
When I saw it this morning, DC, the first thing I said was like you. I said, this man got all the money in the world.
Yeah, which go to show you.
Go to show you. If the depression is a real thing, people dealing with it, I'm here to say that my son-in-law is dealing with it.
I'm sorry.
Especially with men, because men have not been given the permission to embrace their emotions or their feelings. And there's shame on society for making our black men think that they got to be so tough.
That's right, man. That's right, man. The hell up.
And on top of that, shame on y'all men too,
Man,
because when you guys want to speak to each other, talk to each other, you guys joke on each other and stuff. You got to create a safe space for men to be comfortable to say, "Hey, I'm going through something right now."
See, that's why a woman cannot raise a man.
DC.
Wow.
True. You don't tell
I'm
your
not
son
gonna
no
argue
shit
that,
like
but a man
you tell your little boy, man, the hell up, man. Get out there and
Wipe
take
it
that
off.
trash
Get it
out.
right.
Don't
Yeah,
give
he
me
can
that
take the
bullshit
trash out, but he
about
might be
it.
going
It's
through
dog
things.
out there and the dog, the next door neighbor dog out there. Take that damn trash out. You should have took it out in the daytime.
Men go through things too, and men need to have a safe place where they can express their emotions. I'm not telling y'all to just cry, but y'all deal with things.
So let me ask you this: so and more so, like when we look at as black people, when we look at mental health, our mental health safe spaces are the church.
Not necessarily.
Well, normally, I mean, do you know a lot of people that have? Do you know a lot of black people that have a therapist? I mean, I'm noticing that. I'm noticing a trend lately. But
for me, because that's something that my nonprofit deal with as well. Not everyone trusts the church because, unfortunately, the church have a lot of bad stigmas to it, and some people have been
There's a
hurt in
bias.
church. So, a safe place is not necessarily a physical place. It's a person.
okay,
Right? So you may use the church building, but it's the person. So men have to feel, hey, if you're going through something, there are men that deal with daddy issues. There are men that deal with mommy issues. There are men that are born with chemical balances. Women, we have been made to feel it's okay for us to embrace our
Yeah,
emotions.
because y'all be tripping.
Right. Well, y'all
Well, I
men
mean,
be
let's
tripping
be-
too. And then you have men that have been
She
raped.
went from we need help to y'all be tripping.
That's right. I got to take it from a break.
you know how y'all do.
But so you never know what has happened to a person, and then if they don't have that place where they can say, "Hey, this is going on with me," and they keep dealing with it within themselves, then sometimes it leads to, unfortunately, to suicide.
I think it's the
I'm-
hardest thing to gauge when you're talking suicides because you have veterans like daily. I think we lose like 120 veterans daily that do suicide. Then other people commit suicide. People don't detect it because they seem like they're happy. It's like they
Yeah.
made that decision. So that's hard to detect. With somebody like I'm comfortable with leaving here, and you don't detect anything wrong because there are some cases that they are actually happy. Nobody detects it, and then they kill themselves. You know, we had a young man a few years ago, a friend of ours, Stedman. We never detected. Stedman was happily married.
Yeah.
Seemed like he had everything lived for.
So he appeared
and
to be happily
Appeared to be
married.
happy, but they say they appear to be happy that they made the decision. So I think that is one thing that's just hard to
You
detect.
gotta
How
start.
long have you been married?
Stedman.
Look at DC. Look at DC. Look at DC. It was not her fault. It was
I'm
not
getting to the
her
bottom
fault.
of it now.
Yeah, 2 years.
I'm gonna get to the bottom. How long have you been married?
A few years. Not long, but a few years.
Not long enough for her to get on his
And you
nerves.
sure it was suicide, not homicide? I'm talking about they get them crossed up all the time.
DC.
No, if you watch TV, a lot of times it starts off as suicide. Then it be like, but how the nigga shoot himself in the head twice?
From the back.
From the back. I mean, but they really think it was suicide. Now, of course,
No, it was probably.
my friend. But no, for a minute, my friend Tim, who was best friends with Stedman, he really thought, he really thought.
Y'all call me
Because
crazy.
he kept saying Stedman didn't kill himself. But
What'd you
honestly,
say, Bo?
I've actually saved someone's life from trying to kill themselves.
Boy, you scared me. I thought you were saying you've been considering it. I was like,
No, this ain't the show for that. Maybe
This
next
ain't the
show.
show
Maybe
for
next
that.
show. I'm
Go
out of
ahead,
town.
man.
One
Boy,
thing
that
Bo
was
P
cool,
loved about
man.
himself, he ain't killing himself.
That's
But
right.
no, I
Good for
actually
you.
saved a friend of mine in a comedy club.
Is that right?
He was hanging from the
Oh, you.
belt, butt naked.
he was trying to do
Oh,
it.
in a comedy club? That takes a lot of time.
And why were you in the room? He was naked.
Seems like that's a lot.
You knew that was
There's a
coming.
lot to unpack on that one.
You
Really.
knew that was coming.
Yes, please.
No, why was
I
you in
kept
the
calling
room?
him, trying to reach him. Couldn't reach him. He was the
You
manager.
couldn't reach him. How high was he hanging? You couldn't reach him.
He was the manager at the comedy club. He was the manager at the comedy club. So I knew he was there, but I couldn't reach him. I kept calling him, couldn't reach him.
Yeah,
And I finally just said, something said, go up there.
yeah.
And the back door, all the door was locked, but the back door was open. And I just went in and, man.
Did he ever attempt it
Now
again?
why?
Yeah, he attempted again. And I
So-
next
so
time
why
he had
would
a
he
butcher
hang
knife.
Why was he naked?
That's the
I don't
best
know
way
what
to
happens
go.
when people go, when people get on the streets, when they get mad or something go on, they always want to take their clothes off. People want to get close to. I don't
No,
know.
they said about
They say that,
Carradine.
but people want to get naked when they
Who?
David Carradine.
Yeah.
He was
Oh, no. That was different.
Yeah,
That was
But I'm
different.
saying,
That
they
was
said
that
people
was
want to
that was
get naked
different.
for some reason. They
He
want to
was
get
that was
naked.
he died of sexual asphyxiation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not. He wasn't, that wasn't
He's trying to get
suicide.
free
That's
on over here.
accidental.
Yeah, that's
Accidental
not-
suicide.
That's
not really
Accidental
No.
suicide.
He killed himself.
Yeah,
But it was
that's
Robin
called
Williams.
accidental suicide.
Now,
That was
Robin-
accidental
I think it was Robin
Plastic
suicide.
bag over your head
He
when
was
you.
still naked, though. Okay.
I know, but it was
Okay,
an accident.
It was
A
an
plastic
accident.
bag over your head when you're beating off, that'll kill you.
Before we go too far, DC, we got to shout out our boy Ken. He's been a loyal viewer, and
Appreciate
this is his
it, Ken.
third super donation that he's given to us. So
Appreciate
shout out
you,
to Ken
Ken. Right
Richardson.
on, man.
Shout out, Ken. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to inquisitive about naked
So you
suicide.
saved somebody. Both feet.
Yeah.
You saved man.
Yeah, I did.
How's he doing today? When was that? I take that was a long time ago.
2000, probably 2018.
You said he was
Oh,
hanging
that
naked.
wasn't that far. How's he
2016.
doing now?
So what
He's
did
good.
you
He
grab
moved
that
to a whole
keep him
different
from
city. Moved to a
jumping?
whole different city. Got a whole new life.
That's what's
He
up,
had to
man.
get out of that business. A lot, you don't understand. People don't realize a lot of people work in nightclubs and where a lot of liquor is back and forth. It's a lot of those people have problems, man.
Expose themselves to a lot of spirits.
Yeah,
I'll drink to that.
yeah. He was a,
Saying, Tim?
Well, I'm just saying. So if he was hanging and he
wanna
was
know, too,
naked,
what did you
had to
grab?
grab him
Yeah.
around the waist. I'm
Yes,
assuming.
yes. And
Just to
pick him-
secure him, to
Yes,
support him.
yes.
So
I must have.
nothing
I
on
mean, his
that.
life is in danger, for God's sake, Tim.
It was something like.
It wasn't important at the time, Tim.
Hey.
Did you grab him from the front or behind?
The side.
From the behind.
It was
I
on the
grabbed
side.
it from the behind.
He grabbed it on the side. Say the side,
Hey,
Bo
This is not funny, man.
I want to talk about it on stage so bad because it was, to me, at the
Go ahead.
time,
He grabbed it on the
I had
side.
to grab it from behind.
The
D.
safest way is to grab
glad
him
he
from the
didn't
front.
prove-
And we
What,
all-
Solo?
The
I
safest.
just got one
Should have did it on the
question.
side.
What's your question?
Now, I get where he grabbed around the waist and you holding him. He's hanging, right? He's
Yeah.
hanging. What are you doing? Who's pulling him down? If you holding him up,
Trying to save a
saying.
man's life. Why are y'all asking these?
I got
That's
crazy
they
question.
crazy.
Let's see how he did
I
this.
picked the man up below his knees. I grabbed him from below his knees.
Thank you to stop her from choking. Good
Brian,
job.
stand up so you
Raised
can
him
show
up,
us.
and I was able to loosen the belt and get him off because I picked him up so low. See, stupid motherfucker was trying to pick him up high. If you pick him up high, you can't raise him high
They go
enough.
angry
So I
Bo.
got it closest to his ankles to pick him up so I know I get more
This is-
leverage,
Tell
more
him,
height.
They go
That
angry
is a
Bo.
good
one.
So don't try to be with this gay
No,
shit.
no.
There's nothing gay about it.
DC,
With nothing, with nothing.
DC, you don't believe him because he's just injured
Hey,
himself.
don't
A healthy
speak.
Bo
Don't speak
Peep.
for me. Just
Healthy Bo
speak for
Peep.
you. Just say you don't believe. Yeah, you want to blame me for?
Hey man, that was a traumatic thing in my life.
Tell them, man. Y'all say
That was a traumatic.
It's traumatic
that
for
was
you
traumatic,
and
man.
him.
Thank you, Bo.
I lost sleep over that. Man.
Thank
And
you,
I
Bo.
bet, especially when his private parts touch you, was even more traumatic.
I never touched his private part.
They done got to use this, JJ. You done went all the chain. You used to be all the sense of voice and reason and
Bo, you're a great
sensibility.
friend, but what you're talking about is an impossibility.
And it happened twice.
You know, we really
Not the
shouldn't
same.
we
Second
really
time.
shouldn't be joking about it.
Second time trying
But
to
on,
cut himself.
on a serious note, if you ever walk in a room and I'm hanging, just let me hang. if I'm naked, do not grab my ankle. We're gonna have a problem, man.
That's not how I want to
But
go.
if I get naked and hang myself, which is the point of getting naked, so nobody come in there and grab you. But your dumb ass
You're grabbing.
coming in and grabbing naked man.
It happened 3 times with me.
Life.
You said twice. Why did
No,
you
but
say
that was
three?
twice with him.
Life.
Another time was with a family member.
No, this sounds like a
I'm trying.
pattern.
I'll be straighter with you. Next time with a family
member was
member.
naked
Be
too?
straight with yourself.
Naked too.
Well, Bo,
So you
are the common denominator.
Are you undressing them while they're up there?
save naked people.
I ain't never naked. Have you ever?
Absolutely. Nah, I just got
Somebody
confused.
said
David,
swing low. Somebody said swing
Were you
low.
able to save your family member too?
Yes.
Thank you, Bo.
And
Have you ever lost
with
a naked?
CPR, and I had never done CPR. I'm just the 911 lady taught me how to do it. So
Hey,
this
that's
was
all
very,
right.
that was very
It was
traumatic,
meant for
man.
that person to live.
Oh, I'm glad
yeah.
you live, man.
Bo, I didn't realize you're a hero.
And, you know, and for those who are listening, I do want, and Bo made a good point, that it was traumatic for him too. Don't, and I don't want to say selfish, but it is selfish for you to, and it's an easy way out because the person, your family have to deal with this. Unanswered questions, you know, and then to see you in that state of mind. That state, and they have to, their mindset goes there. So we gotta think about things on
Absolutely, and
On-
taking
Well,
please
yeah.
go ahead.
in taking that into consideration, I was just recently looking at a study, and they talk about what do you take to, like, when somebody cheats on their wife, and they think about losing their family or their home. You're not thinking. So when depression and suicidal thoughts come, you only think about ending yourself.
Yeah.
And you've got to wrap your
Well,
mind around the people that
It's
love
more
you.
than- yes,
I guess I ain't
and
never
you
been
gotta
depressed.
pull on that.
No.
No,
Because I ain't
you've
never
been
thought about killing.
oppressed.
Now I thought about killing some other nigga.
But not myself.
I have.
Yeah,
I
I
tried
got
to
you.
kill one guy.
I understand
Thank God
that.
I'm missing. I shot him. But
Oh, shit.
I've never thought about
Exiting yourself.
killing myself.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, guy
I'm with
stole
you on the other
something from me
side,
one night, and
You shot
I,
us.
I lit his car up. I was trying to blow up the gas tank.
That's
And
not
the
how.
Trunk
DC
open,
go
but
western.
thank God
But none of that
I didn't
happened.
hit the tank and blow the tank
Thank
up.
God.
But that's what I was trying to do.
Right. Yep.
And he pulled up in Jonesboro South.
Oh, that makes
And I went up in there looking for him. But I couldn't find him, thank God.
Yep.
I was going to kill him.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
Damn.
But I never thought about killing myself.
Right.
I never have. But I understand, people do. I understand it's a serious, I guess you call it epidemic. They say the biggest epidemic now amongst us is gun violence.
Yeah.
Right, but think about how hard it is to come to grips with killing yourself. Like we're
Well, once you
naturally-
kill yourself, you ain't got to come to grips with it.
But we are naturally in the mindset. We're naturally in the mindset of self-preservation. Like it would take somebody right now. If somebody offered you $5,000 to say, "Hey, bite your thumb off," you wouldn't be able to do it because your body's gonna you're not gonna hurt yourself.
No,
It's
don't
just a
don't
Well,
even don't
most
even.
of us will be back.
$5,000 ain't enough, but